Okay. So here you can see here, this picture you can see the lymphatic vessels, how are they? Okay. So these lymphatic vessels join to form the lymph nodes. Okay. The lymph nodes later will form the lymphoid organs. Okay. So this is how a lymph node looks like. It has a follicle, it has an inner region, outer region, and it will have lymphatic vessel. What is this lymph? I am talking about it again and again. What is lymph? It is a colorless fluid. Okay. So you have an organ. Okay. So surrounding that organ you will have a lymphatic vessel. So what this lymphatic vessel will do? It will trap all the excess fluid, not blood. Excess fluid, interstitial fluid. What is interstitial fluid? The fluid that passes in between the organs. Okay, you have stomach, next you have liver. So between the stomach and liver there will be a fluid. So all those fluid will be trapped by your lymphatic vessels, and that fluid is called lymph, and lymph is rich in lymphocytes. What are the two lymphocytes? B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes. Okay, malt, it is 50% of the lymphoid tissue. This question they had asked, which is the lymphoid tissue, which is the maximum number of lymphoid tissue? Malt. Okay, and out of 100% of the lymphoid tissue, the largest lymphoid tissue is your malt. And how much percent? 50%. Last to last year, I think 2021 they had asked this question. Okay. So where are they present? They are present in respiratory, digestive and urinogenital tract. So here you can see this is the mucosa. Can you see a lymphoid follicle? So that lymphoid follicle will help in the trapping of the pathogen and killing that pathogen. Okay. So where are they present? Respiratory, digestive and urinogenital tract you will have malt. So don't you think they are very huge organ systems? So they are going to form the maximum lymphoid tissue that is present, or we can even tell the largest lymphoid tissue in our body is malt. All of you are clear with this? Okay. That ends this part. So all of you understood immune system, primary lymphoid organ, secondary lymphoid organ. Which are the two primary lymphoid organ? Bone marrow and thymus. Secondary lymphoid organ? Spleen, lymph nodes, tonsils, Peyer's patch, malt, appendix. Very good, excellent. Now we will move on to allergy and autoimmunity. Now everything is general. Still now we spoke specifically. Now from here it's very easy. Okay. So what is autoimmunity, guys? First let's talk about allergy. What is allergy? It is an over-immune response. Okay. So when an allergen enters your body, what is allergen? Allergic reaction causing substance is called allergen. So what can be an allergen? A pollen grain can be an allergen, an insect bite can be an allergen. Many people are allergic to fish, allergic to brinjal, mushrooms. Okay, each of us allergic to drugs. Okay, drugs means medicines. Okay, certain kind of medicines they will be allergic to. So what is happening here? Your body is becoming hypersensitive. Okay, sensitivity is good, but it is hypersensitivity to a particular allergen. That is called as allergic reaction. Okay, so what is happening in this allergic reaction? You have IgE antibody. Okay, this IgE antibody will go and bind to two types of cells. One is basophils and one more thing is, I will just confirm you this, and it is going to produce a molecule called histamine and serotonin. Okay, serotonin. Stop talking, any confusion, any doubts? Okay. So what is allergic response? I already told you IgE is an antibody that mediates allergic reaction, mast cells. Okay, basophil and mast cells. Okay. So this IgE goes and binds to your basophil and mast cell, and it releases certain allergic mediators called histamine and serotonin. So which is the antibody that is involved in allergy? Antibody, IgE. Which are the cells that are involved in allergy? Mast cell and basophil. Which are the allergic intermediates? Histamine and serotonin. Okay. So what this histamine and serotonin is going to cause? They are going to cause allergic responses. Which are the what are the allergic responses? Sneezing, okay, rashes on the skin, redness of the skin, swelling of cells. They are all some of the allergic symptoms. Okay. So there are different kinds of allergy, skin allergy, nasal allergy, okay, sometimes allergy in the eyes. There are so many different kinds of allergies. Is it clear? And what is allergy causing agent called? Allergens. Okay. So pollen, dust mite, okay, mold, they can all be allergens. Okay. Allergens are substances that are causing allergy. The antibody that mediates allergy is called IgE. Okay, and IgE binds to the mast cell. You can see here, I will just zoom in this picture. So this is your mast cell, okay. So your IgE is there, allergen is binding to the IgE and it causes the release of histamine and serotonin from the mast cell, okay, and that is going to mediate your allergic responses. Okay. So some of the symptoms, you have an allergy called allergic rhinitis. Okay, allergic rhinitis, the common name is dust allergy. Many people tell no, dust allergy. The medical term is allergic rhinitis, rhinitis. Okay. So what are the symptoms? Sneezing, watery eyes, running nose, difficulty in breathing, wheezing, skin rashes. They are some of the allergic symptoms. Okay. How do you understand the determination of cause of allergy? So here you can see they will make small boxes like this. Okay, in each box they will add an allergen, okay, and they will see for any kind of allergic response. They will wait for half an hour to 20 minutes and they will see if there is any allergic response. Wherever there is an allergic response or wherever there is a skin rash, they will determine that this is the allergen which is causing the allergic reaction. We call this as patch test. PATCH, patch test. Okay. So if a person is getting repeated allergies, okay, so how do you determine the cause of allergy? How do they determine? By doing patch test. So if they determine the cause of allergy, we can reduce the exposure to such an allergen. Yes, what is so funny? Concentrate here or leave the class. Okay. So how do they treat allergy? They give antihistamine drugs. Okay, so in our body histamine levels are high, that is why we are getting allergy, correct. So what do doctors give? They give antihistamine medicine that will reduce your histamine levels, okay, and slowly the allergy will come down. Okay. Asthma is a very important respiratory allergic disease. So what is happening in asthma? The person is finding it difficult to breathe. Okay, asthma can be hereditary. Okay, hereditary means what? If the parents are having, the children can also have. But there is another kind of asthma which happens due to the pollutants. Okay, in cities like Bangalore, Chennai, Mumbai, we are all exposed to a lot of pollutants, correct? You have so many harmful chemicals that are present in the air that can cause asthma. So they will stop, normal breathing will be highly affected. So at that time they will use this kind of puff. What is this puff having? It is going to dilate your alveoli. Okay, asthma will cause constriction of alveoli. I think all of you know what is alveoli. Okay, the functional unit of respiratory system is called alveoli. Okay, so this this puff is going to help in normal functioning of your alveoli. Whenever they feel breathless, whenever they start to wheeze, they are going to take this medicine. Okay. Yeah. What is autoimmunity? Autoimmunity. Your body immune cells destroying your own cells is called autoimmunity. Okay, your body cell is not able to differentiate between self and non-self. Self means what? The cells which belongs to me. Non-self means the cells which do not belong to me. What is the actual function of immunity? It has to destroy the non-self cells, correct? But in this case, your immune cell will destroy your own cells. That is called as autoimmunity. Okay, even your diabetes, one type of diabetes is autoimmune, meaning your immune cell will go and destroy your pancreas. So do you think pancreas will be able to produce insulin? No, that can also result in diabetes. Okay, and you have arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis. What is arthritis? Inflammation of joints. Okay, all these joints, no, they will get inflamed. You can see here, the picture is here, rheumatoid arthritis. So slowly there will be no fluid and it will result in deforming of organs. Okay. Example of autoimmunity is rheumatoid arthritis. Write down, important question. What is arthritis? Inflammation of joints. I think all of you know about synovial joint, correct? It's a fluid filled cavity between two bones. It's called synovial joint. When the synovial joint gets inflamed, inflamed means what? Swelling. Okay, it results in rheumatoid arthritis. Clear? All of you understood? Okay. Now we will move on to acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Why do we call AIDS a syndrome and not a disease? We will see what is very, very important from exam point of view. Okay, why do we call, my first question is, why do we call AIDS a syndrome and not a disease? Because it's a combination of so many infections. Okay, a person with AIDS, immunity will be highly suppressed. Okay, when the immunity is suppressed, they will be getting pneumonia, they will be getting typhoid, they will be getting so many other diseases. So when the doctor is treating one particular disease, the person will get another disease. Okay, so it's called a syndrome. And why do we call it as immunodeficiency syndrome? Because my immunity, the person with AIDS will have its entire immunity completely collapsed. Okay, his T cells won't be functional. He will not be able to produce helper T cells. So he is not able to produce antibodies, correct? Helper T cells is helping to produce antibodies, yes or no? So when the person is not able to produce helper T cell, his entire immunity is collapsed. Okay, and it is caused by a virus called HIV. What is HIV? Human immunovirus. AIDS is the name of the disease, HIV is the name of the virus. Okay, and this HIV is a retrovirus. What do you mean by retrovirus, guys? It is an RNA virus. Okay, retrovirus and RNA virus are also slightly different. Can anyone think and tell me what is the exact meaning of retrovirus? Retrovirus means when this virus enters a human cell, the RNA will be converted into DNA. What is this process of conversion of RNA to DNA called? Very good, reverse transcription. Okay, that is why we call it as retrovirus. There are so many RNA virus. Okay, your COVID is just an RNA virus. Okay, whereas this is a retrovirus. Okay, so the process of conversion of RNA to DNA is called reverse transcription, and it is caused by an enzyme called reverse transcriptase. Is it clear? All of you understood? Okay, that's why we call it as an retrovirus. And what happens? How is it spread? It is spread through infected people. Okay, sexual contact, contaminated needles, okay, blood transfusion, they are all some of the causes for AIDS. Okay, and as soon as this HIV virus enter, it is not going to cause the symptom. Okay, it takes about 6 months to 10 years, okay, to cause the symptom. Okay, and this time is called as the window period. They can ask you what is the window period of this disease? 6 months to 10 years. It is only after a certain time they will start showing their symptoms. By the time they start showing their symptom, the virus would have spread to your entire body. Okay, so that's why HIV treatment is still a very big question mark. Okay, we still haven't understood, even with so much of research, we still haven't understood what is this virus exactly doing in our body. Okay, so how to treat this? What we can do? We can give antiviral drugs. Okay, but this viral replication will increase several folds after this window period. So treatment is highly difficult, and I will be treating one particular disease for that person. Simultaneously he will get one more disease. So the doctors will have a very huge problem in treating what disease. Okay, the person can have tuberculosis, meanwhile the person can have pneumonia. What will the doctor treat? So what is the ultimate fate of AIDS people? They will die. Okay, maybe 3 or 4 years they can somehow manage, after which their symptoms will be very worse and they will be dying. Okay, so what is the way to prevent AIDS? It's completely, we all should have awareness about it. Okay, so this happens in blood transfusion. Okay, so they don't, in government hospitals and all, they don't check the blood groups properly. Like they don't check the blood before introducing it into another person. That person X might have HIV. They will introduce that blood into an healthy person. The healthy person will start developing the infection slowly with no mistake from this person. Are you guys understanding? And this roadside hawkers, that is who sells fruits, vegetables and all that, no, by mistake if their hand is cut and that particular blood mixes with any food, okay, that person who consumes that food can get infected with HIV. Okay, it's that infectious, but it gets transported only through blood and through other contact. Okay, it doesn't mean when you sit and talk with an HIV person you will get HIV. It's not like that. It's not infectious, I am trying to tell. And when is World AIDS Day celebrated? December 1st. That's an important question from exam point of view. Okay, World HIV Day is celebrated on December 1st. Okay, it was reported in 1981. It's a very recent disease when compared to other diseases. Okay, it has killed over 25 million persons. So, and it can also move from infected mother to the fetus. Okay, and that's why they check for HIV, and if they are analyzed, like if I find out the mother is HIV positive, I can prevent the baby from getting HIV through medicines. Okay, usually listen to me, the HIV gets spread from the mother to the fetus. Okay, but if I find out that the mother is HIV positive, there are medicines which can prevent the baby from being HIV positive. Okay. All this is done. Yeah, 5 to 10 years between the infection. Yeah, this is very important from our understanding. You can see this is my animal cell. Okay, this is the nucleus. So what is happening? The viral RNA enters the cell. The RNA gets converted into DNA. The DNA is introduced into the DNA of human cell. So both the DNA will get mixed. Okay, now they are going to produce new viral particle, and this new viral particle will go and attack your T lymphocytes, particularly your helper T cells. Okay, so basically it is affecting your cell mediated immunity. Okay, what is HIV affecting? Cell mediated immunity. That's very important. So this is the life cycle. We'll try to understand. HIV enters the body. Okay, RNA replicates in presence of reverse transcriptase to form viral DNA. The viral DNA incorporates into the human DNA and it produces viral particle. The viral particle enters into TH cells. Okay. What did I do? It enters into the TH cell and it's going to produce the virus. This virus is going to again attack your TH cell. Your entire T cell level decreases. When T cell level decreases, automatically the antibody production